Hello my country people, welcome back to the news. There is serious crisis within the Ohanaeze Ndigbo. I'm telling you, this is eternal crisis. Earlier on, the Ohanaeze Ndigbo worldwide had disowned one of its own called Mazi Okwe Nabike, who had paraded himself as the President General of the Ohanaeze Ndigbo Youth Council worldwide. And the Ohanaeze Ndigbo had said that they do not acknowledge this structure. They do not acknowledge the group, that it was very strange to them, being that this exact group, which is the Ohanaeze Ndigbo Youth Council worldwide, had been going around making publications concerning the President Tinubu and his administration, which Ohanaeze Ndigbo made it known and clear that they don't interfere in the affairs of the nation except when it concerns them. One of the Ohanaeze Ndigbo body had made a publication concerning Chief Abakoba and how he was being criticized for calling for the immediate suspension or removal of the INEC chairman Mahmood Yakubu. This Ohanaeze Ndigbo Youth Council had pleaded to Tinubu to dismiss the statement made by Abakoba on the removal of the INEC chairman. They said, that Tinubu should not throw away the baby with the bathwater, that Tinubu should let the INEC chairman, remain the INEC chairman, that since they have an ongoing case in court, Tinubu should not just suspend the INEC chairman or remove him from office. And the Ohanaeze Ndigbo worldwide had taken notice of that publication and said that they are not the ones that made such publications concerning the INEC chairman and the President Tinubu. So they, however, made it known that Nigerians should dismiss those bodies, that they are not among Ohanaeze Ndigbo, and this is coming from the president of Ohanaeze Ndigbo, Chief Iwuanyanwu. He made it known that they are not under their umbrella. So it seems that the Ohanaeze Ndigbo are now a divided house. They have two factions. One is saying one thing while the other body is saying another thing, and it seems that they are having clashes on each other. Now the youth wing have fired back at Chief Iwuanyanwu for calling them an imposter. They said Chief Iwuanyanwu is the real imposter that is fighting Tinubu selfishly. Let's find out more as we hit the news. But if you're joining us for the first time, you're very much welcome. I sincerely appreciate your presence. Kindly subscribe and please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. The national president of the Ohanaeze Ndigbo Youth Council worldwide, Mazi Okwe Nabike, has fired back at Chief Iwuanyanwu-led Ohanaeze Ndigbo, accusing him of playing selfish and ethnic politics to the detriment of Ndigbo. Mr. Okwe's comment was in reaction to a statement issued against the youth wing through Alex Obonna, the National Publicity Secretary of the Iwuanyanwu-led Ohanaeze. So the Apex Igbo group had been operating under two fractions, and a matter that is now a subject of litigation. Yes, it is a statement was made available to journalists in Enugu on Thursday, where Chief Okwe and some chieftains of the Igbo group were against him because he was not dancing to their selfish tunes, and he said it was laughable that Emmanuel Iwuanyanwu was not even elected by anyone, who was busy going around issuing orders. He said his only crimes was congratulating President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and commending Tinubu's appointment of an Igbo son from Enugu State as one of the service chiefs. He said rather than to allow the court to adjudicate on the Ohanaeze crisis and give judgment one way or the other, Alex Obonna, an errand boy and the serial betrayer, has now allowed himself to be used by Chief Emmanuel Iwuanyanwu to issue frivolous press statement against the youth wing. And now he said that the truth of the matter remains, the trouble had started when they congratulated President Bola Tinubu, the youth wing, when they congratulated President Bola Tinubu, and then that was when all hell was let loose. They said that they have committed an abomination, that an Igbo son, Peter Obi, is in court to reclaim his mandate, yet they were going around congratulating President Tinubu. So they have made them to understand that unless the court says otherwise, that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu remains the president of Nigeria, and it behoves on every citizens of the country to work with him in order to move this country forward. At least, if the court comes out tomorrow and declares Peter Obi the winner, then we will also rally around him and acknowledge him as our president. But that's the stand of the youth wing. But they were not happy with that. So the Ohanaeze Ndigbo had called for their head. That is why the youth wing is saying that enough is enough. That enough is enough, that they would not listen to Chief Emmanuel Iwuanyanwu. After all, he was not elected as the leader of the Ohanaeze Ndigbo. And they said as if that was not enough, an illustrious son, an Igbo son, Rear Admiral Emmanuel, Ogala, was appointed the Chief of Navy Staff and was commended, and they commended him and President Tinubu for the appointment. And now, the Ohanaeze Ndigbo are calling for their heads. That why would they go out and praise Tinubu for the appointment? They said, oh, they are doing this because that man is a bona fide son of an Igbo land and from Enugu State. So what have they done wrong by commending him and appreciating President Tinubu for the appointment, at least for remembering someone from the southeast and also recruiting them into his service chiefs as one of his service chiefs? So what is obvious is that once it is not someone from among them, they do not appreciate any good thing coming from the Igbo land. And the Ohanaeze Ndigbo cried for 8 years under President Buhari, the former President Buhari, and that they were not represented in the Security Council. But nobody listened to them. And now President Tinubu have decided to balance the service chief appointment, yet the Ohanaeze Ndigbo, they are not happy. Probably because that person is not someone that they recommended. Even if they don't like Tinubu, even if they hate Tinubu with so much passion, I beg your pardon, why did they not congratulate an Igbo son, Rear Admiral Emmanuel? Why didn't they congratulate him? At least it is the height of sectional and selfish politics, and the youth wing have said that they won't be a part of it. That is why they have asked Chief Emmanuel Iwuanyanwu to leave them alone, that he is the main imposter. Suddenly, he's now going around giving order, issuing order as what? Is Chief Emmanuel Iwuanyanwu their leader? That they do not recognize him as their leader, that he's only looking out for his own selfish interest. So my country people, when they see the crisis where they go on for the Ohanaeze Ndigbo, now they have challenged Chief Emmanuel Iwuanyanwu's leadership on the Ohanaeze Ndigbo. They have said no, they don't acknowledge him and they don't recognize him as their leader. So guys, it seems that the Ohanaeze Ndigbo stands on a divided house. And we know that a divided house will surely fall at one point or the other. So guys, what are your thoughts concerning this? I'm dropping here, my country people. Kindly share your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you. Bye for now.